You're listening to the B-Sides podcast. I'm your host, Sian Long, joined by Luke Toomey.
The sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
After saying for an hour, the one thing a singer needs to do is tell the truth.
B-Sides is a brand new podcast bringing you music news from the flip side.
I don't know if you know, but I was head of a group called Fair Play, and which was a movement of great people, women and crucially men, who asked a lot of questions about gender equality, not just in terms of the lineups and the imbalance of not having as many women. I think in particular on the bigger gigs and the more professional gigs. It became very difficult, I think, for many of us, because I think a lot of women have experienced an amount of verbal and sexual harassment. So we had to kind of deal with a lot of issues. And then we were also dealing with a community who, for a myriad of historical reasons, somehow feel put upon in a way and are quite protective of the tradition. But I kept trying to emphasise that the tradition isn't more important than the women who make the music. And indeed, it isn't more important than the men. Some people were quite resistant. I think the patriarchy is alive and well, just as it is in the broader society. So if it exists in the broader society, then it's kind of impossible, if not ridiculous, to assume that it wouldn't be echoed within the ecosystem of traditional music.
Much of the music news today only barely brushes the surface and often shies away from challenging topics. The music industry, like most other sectors, is fraught with inequality and isn't always welcoming. Tune into the B-Sides podcast to hear alternative views from those who continue to make our music tick in the face of adversity. For more information, check out our Facebook page at B-Sides Podcast.
Music, it bonds us. And it's a bond that no racism can break. It breaks down all borders, all barriers. And it's an ancient thing that makes us all the same.
Did you ever face any sort of racism in the music industry, specifically how people receive
but it's all hidden. It's still there. I mean, I won the award this year and I've done 4 gigs. You know, out of it, I usually get more gigs before I ever won the award. You know, so that will show you really alone.
Do you think people are afraid to book somebody who's an Irish talker?
Yeah,
the audience?
yeah, there's an awful lot of that. People wouldn't book because they think that you're going to be trouble or that you're going to drink and cause trouble. I don't drink, you know, but people make assumptions and just think that you're going to behave a certain way. No, I'm not there for that.